Dumelang, Dimacharoni, Absheni, Molweni. It is our great pleasure to welcome you all to the BANKSETA Letsema graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. This is in the context of the global pandemic that has been caused by coronavirus COVID-19. It is during this assembly where certificates of completion with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred and awarded in absentia to the learners that appear on the graduation programs for Northwest, for Richards Bay, and for Limpopo. This virtual graduation ceremony is to enable you to formally graduate so that you receive your certificate of completion and for you to chart the path to your career journey. As we know, a graduation ceremony is a time of celebration for your achievement at the end of your learnership program. It is a time of joy. It is a cherished moment. As we know, it stays with us for all our memories for a long time. Allow me to congratulate you all for your well-deserved achievement. And as we say well done to you, we want to say we are proud of you. Your hard work has finally paid off. This achievement would not have been possible without the support of BANKSETA, Masithuthuke Holdings, your facilitators, and most importantly, your parents. Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is for me to introduce Dr. Tony Khatle, who is a Masithuthuke Holdings board member. Dr. Tony Khatle is going to share some words of encouragement and words of motivation for our learners.
To the Letsema Learnership graduates of 2020, I would like to congratulate you on your awesome achievements. Considering 2021 was an incredibly challenging and unprecedented year due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, which affected all of us in the world at large. I'm Dr. Tony Khatle, a board member of Masithuthuke Holdings. Kindly consider your achievement a milestone in your life which will add to your skills acquisition. Today's world needs people who are skilled workers and entrepreneurs, who are versatile and can adapt to the ever-changing demands of the ever-changing world. Therefore, the fourth industrial revolution demands two things from you: flexibility and adaptability. Years ago, yours truly coined the ABCs of life, which meant A for attitude, B for belief system, and C for choices. What we believe in, which is your belief system, will sustain you in achieving your goals and objectives in life. The choices you make today will also add to your achievement in the world of work tomorrow. Nothing beats a positive mind and a positive attitude. Letsema is giving you the necessary skills and tools to apply at work and in life generally. Your success will depend entirely on how you apply your acquired skills and knowledge. The sky is the limit. Your commitment and determination will create the necessary opportunities. Be willing to do more than the average person. Sacrifice more. Be on the road of the extra mile people. Those who matter will see you. Dedicate yourself to what you are doing. If something does not please you, chances it won't please your supervisor or your superior. I conclude by challenging you to do the best you can be in whatever you are. Letsema is giving the necessary wings to fly away and become the best employee to set your foot in any company. Though Denzel Washington, Steve Harvey, and Lionel Richards are some of the few who defied the odds to become household names in their craft, you can also make an impact wherever you are. Good luck and God bless you in your endeavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is for me to introduce Mr. Hubert Mashabane, CEO of BANKSETA.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, families, friends, and to you, the graduates of the learnership. I address you this morning in the midst of our known challenge, the COVID challenge. This graduation, unlike others that we have known, would not happen in a face-to-face manner due to the limitations of COVID-19. As a result, I will not hear you clap hands, I will not see your smiles, nor would I have the chance to see you as you receive your graduation certificates. COVID has disrupted all of our lives, and let's take a moment to send condolences to all our families who have lost their loved ones. This learnership program was implemented in the midst of a lockdown, a hard lockdown, where government had asked all of us to suspend our normal lives, to stop going into workplaces, to stop even the economic activities that we are used to that form part of our lives. It was all with good intentions to save lives. We, however, decided that we'll continue to implement this program, and today we stand proud that we have been able to complete this program in the midst of all these difficulties. So it is therefore with a measure of pride and above all great appreciation to all our partners, namely the employers, banks and finance institutions that have agreed to partner with us even in these difficult times. We also want to thank our facilitators, our assessors, our moderators, and above all, our BANKSETA team that have also worked hard to make sure that this program succeeds and achieves the goals that it had set for. So all of you deserve a thank you from BANKSETA. To our graduates, I need to also remind you that the world of work out there is changing, and sometimes that change is not evolutionary, meaning it takes place in a slow, unobservable moment. It is rather rapid. So rapid that it threatens to leave some of us. We are now required to adapt to these changes. First, it will require us that we continue to learn throughout all of our lives. And sometimes it might also require that we unlearn certain things that we think is knowledge that governs what happens in the workplace. On the second front, it also wants us to adopt certain attitudes and behaviors. And some of these attitudes and behaviors, like self-management, like commitment to goals and outputs, and above all, a respect for this scarce resource called time. All of these qualities are rarely taught in schools or even in programs such as the learnership. One has to learn them and have the willingness to adopt them. So the world of work will respect you if you have these qualities more than it will respect the piece of paper that is your learnership certificate. We also need to appreciate that we live in a society that is a community to all of us. And in return, we are expected as members of society to reciprocate this community by being a community to others. So with the knowledge and the experience that you gain from this learnership, we expect that you enrich the lives of your community, especially our youth, encourage them to be able to learn and continue learning. In closing, I wish to thank you once more for placing confidence in the skill system of the country, in the banking sector, and above all, supporting the goals of government. One of our mottos as a PSET system is to develop a skilled and capable workforce for an inclusive growth. As I close, I also want to remind all of us that COVID is still with us. At all times, let's respect COVID and put on our masks whenever we are in public and obey all the protocols like hand washing, sanitizing. Good luck with your future. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is for me to introduce one of the host employers.
Program Director, colleagues, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to have been asked to address you at this graduation ceremony, the BANKSETA Learnership Class of 2020. How exciting it is to be here celebrating the pride of what South Africa has to offer amidst the doom and gloom that has been the narrative of late. What a journey it has been. And we survived work, studies, and lockdown. Sadly, we must acknowledge that during the course of 2020, we suffered loss in countless ways, including some learners too. Their departure from this world and the lessons that come from that should not be lost on us. The BANKSETA Learnership Projects is pioneering in so many ways. When we embarked on this project many moons ago, we never imagined it to run the course it has. I think it's been 18 years now, and many a successful banking career has been built on the back of these programs. I know that the current economic outlook has not given us the opportunity to employ many of you. Know that you have the skills that can be applied in any workplace that you go to. Today marks the beginning of a new journey for many of you. Graduates, because that's what you are before you get your certificate. You are graduates thereafter. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate you on your achievement, but also let me impart some heartfelt and homegrown advice. Attaining a qualification opens many doors, but climbing the corporate ladder takes a combination of hard work, determination, the right attitude, political savvy, and humility. As you make your way up the ladder, remember a few things. Your success is not yours alone. Along the way, your parents, family, educators, coaches, friends, peers, and colleagues would have contributed in some way or the other to your success. Do not forget it, and do not forget them. The doors have been opened for you. While you savor the new opportunities that come knocking on your door, remember those that you have left behind. Give back, whether in advice, your time, or support. Building this nation requires a selfless approach towards knowledge sharing, and you are the individuals who can collectively make it happen. Don't be afraid to think big or shoot for the stars. Wayne Gretzky, a famous hockey player, said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take." How often have you discarded an idea because you have been afraid of failing? If you are not willing to try to make your dreams come true, you will end up settling for less of a life than you had planned. Don't be afraid of hard work. It never goes unnoticed for long. But remember to strive for a balance. Make choices that will make you happy for a long time rather than just focusing on the next few seconds. So whilst the dream car, maybe that red GTI, will give you instant gratification, an investment in property may give you a long-term return. Respect yourself and respect other people. This means that you should realize that every human being is unique and everyone has his or her own ideas and abilities. And that is a good thing rather than a bad one. Celebrate diversity. The fact that people are different and possess different talents means that when you work as a team, together you can achieve more than any one of you could alone. Continue learning. No one is saying you should all have MBAs, although I see nothing wrong with that. But have the humility to understand that you can learn from anyone and everyone, no matter what their station in life. Knowledge will bring the best out of you and enable you to fulfill your potential, achieve your goals, and live your dreams. Remember, you are the master of your own destiny. Be comfortable with whom you are and the choices you make. Think wildly, but act wisely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Learners, all that is left for me to say to you is congratulations and well done. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is for me to introduce two beneficiary testimonials from Kumisa Kabanisa and Jacob Mohorosi.
Greetings everyone, my name is Kumisa Kabanisa. I am one of the students that was enrolled for the Letsema Learnership for 2020. I am from East London. Okay, I'd like to first of all say I'm really gutted that I had to do this testimony on camera, because I'd really wish that I'd be able to do it in the presence of my fellow students. Plus it's pretty awkward. But I understand with the rules and regulations of COVID, obviously things have to be done differently. So, okay, I'd say that, first of all, I'm grateful that my fellow students, like my team, trust me enough to represent them, because they know me and public speaking. Like when we started with the program, it was just something that I really avoided. So I'd say this kind of represents the growth that we've accomplished as a team. And yeah, because we've really come a long way. Okay, it's very difficult for me, I won't lie, to speak on the experience that I've had with the learnership, given the fact that, like, with the pandemic, we weren't really, I'd say we're deprived the opportunity to experience it to the fullest. Like, there were certain aspects that we weren't able to cover, like, for example, the experience side of things, like the practical side of things. So I'll just speak on the little that I managed to cover. Okay, I'll start with the first 2 months, month and a half or 2 months of the program. That was really awesome. It was really great because, like, we were learning in a classroom setting. So I am grateful for the facilitator that we had, Sis Noxie. She introduced like a style of studying, if I put it that way, that was really like it opened a safe space for us to learn. So we were able to express ourselves fully. We even were able to exchange views and opinions without like the fear of being judged or whatever. Like, you were just able to express yourself fully, and we were able, like, it broadened your knowledge because we were learning stuff that weren't on the textbook. Like, even when you talk about a topic, but you get to see it in someone else's point of view, in someone else's, because, like I said, like, we were able to exchange views and opinions and whatnot on a certain topic. So, like, given the fact that we had to study from home, that was kind of like a bummer because it took away from that. But the topics that we were given, like, when we were at home, I'd say there were quite a number of enlightening topics, like insightful topics. But I won't lie, I really wish that we were given an opportunity to implement them, like to apply them in the workplace, because I feel like the only way to see that you've actually gained knowledge is when you actually have to apply it. So yeah, but other than that, I'd say that I'm really grateful that I was part of the learnership. I am grateful for the things that I've learned, and yeah, I'd like to wish my fellow students, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to them, and I'd like to wish them luck for their future endeavors. And yes, thank you. Bye.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Mohorosi, and I would like to take you through the exciting journey that I have had since joining the Letsema Banking Learnership. For me, it has been a thrilling experience which has taught me a lot of values such as self-discipline, perseverance, and also the persistence to succeed. I have also come to learn a lot about the banking and insurance products. I have come to learn to be very dynamic and also adjust myself to unprecedented events, which is very critical in this industry. In 2020, the pandemic could have given me 1,000 reasons to fail, but Letsema gave me 1,000,000 reasons to succeed, such as they have given us learner support coaches through online meetings and also a risk flow program, which ensured that the practical component of our learnership is not compromised but enhanced. We have received tremendous support from our facilitators, from our learner support coaches, and also not forgetting the staff of the human resources and also finances for giving us a stipend throughout those desperate times. This is the reason that I think that Letsema is absolutely outstanding. They think beyond the norm, and they ensured that we were focused only on our mandate while they do the hard work, so that we can become valuable graduates and actually be able to be fruitful in the banking and insurance sector and hit those sectors by storm. I am now very confident in my people's management skills, together with my product knowledge, and my industry interview is highly admirable. In conclusion, I would just like to say that for me, this is not the end, but rather the beginning of great things to start. I can only promise to represent Letsema with dignity throughout my future endeavors and ensure that I do add value to this critical and yet important economical sector such as the banking industry. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is the main reason why we have all gathered here today, to confer the qualification certificates for our learners. Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is announcements and vote of thanks by Mr. Leander Handula, CEO of Masithuthuke Holdings, Pty Ltd.
Good day, everyone. My name is Leander Handula, the CEO of Masithuthuke Holdings. Today I've been given an easy task to thank everyone who participated in this program, Letsema Learnership. Firstly, I would like to thank BANKSETA, the sponsor of the project. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to our graduates. I would also like to thank the employers who participated in the Letsema Learnership for hosting our learners, also mentoring and developing our learners during their workplace. Thank you very much. We would also like to thank the graduates today, which is our learners. We would like to thank these learners in terms of their participation in the learnership, their commitment that they have shown during the period. Thank you so much. And also, today you are receiving your certificate. And today you are also the ambassadors of Letsema Learnership 2020. Thank you and well done. I would also like to thank our team, Masithuthuke Holdings staff, including our facilitators, for the commitment that they have shown during this time, and also the support that they have given to our learners. Thank you so much. And also to the team who quality assured from our side. Lebo, thank you so much as well for your support and also for making sure that the project runs smoothly. Thank you so much. I would like to thank everybody who participated in this learnership. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of our virtual graduation, I'd like to pass on a word of thanks to the BANKSETA, host employers, Masithuthuke Holdings, facilitators, learners, and parents. Thank you for watching. My name is Trust Kakaza from Masithuthuke Holdings. Please stay safe, sanitize, and practice social distancing.